Ninth in the top five. Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Iowa's offense takes the field. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's it fly. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy, and David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
The give to the left. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Vasquez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got the back in the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Baptiste.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. It's Garrison. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got a man, it's Vasquez. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Off play action. He's got his man, makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawk. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. On target. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Creates a little room. There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Fast motion in the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Garrison. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And they get him down. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Got a little space. Touchdown, Husky. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is.
Looking to throw on 1st down.
An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the 1st down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They give it to him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Garrison. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hard running there. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Punch it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got it behind the line. It's Hawk. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It's caught. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll pull it down. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Garrison. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Kennick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Defense had to have it. You've got to get off the field quickly and give it back to your offense. When you're trailing by this many points, you can't be on the field long and allow the opponent to bleed the clock. So really nice job up front winning, getting home, getting the sack, now setting up fourth down. Now let's see if their offense can start chipping away at this lead.
Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Handoff to the lone back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man down the middle.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Garrison. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 17 over Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Looking for a man. It's Garrison. It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got room to work. Fighting off the defender. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Scanning the field, it's Garrison. Got the quick pass. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Washington! And the punishment has been extended.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Stockton. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Snags a quick pass on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Sweet cut there.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quick strike complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. On the move. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gets it out fast.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 20. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 27 over Texas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Stockton. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. He's got it. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Here's the handoff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Finds us back in the middle.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. Man, does that hurt this defense at this point in the game to get called for the PI? Absolutely brutal. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Of course, the game can't end on a defensive penalty, so we play on here with at least one more untimed down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.